Hi folks, welcome back to Homestead Aquarius. Today is the 23rd day till spring. We've only got 23 days left to go. What I've done is gone over to my big grow bed that I haven't got finished yet. It's ready for topsoil and finishing up, so I can start on that. Got to get those strawberries that have grown through there and get them over here and go ahead and put them in the Hugel grow bed that I made 2 days ago. I don't have time to get it finished up right now, but there's no sense in letting these strawberries just sit over there. They can go ahead and be worked into sides here and let them go ahead and be growing. So hang on to your hats and grab a seat. Giving you a fair warning here. Going to go into the time-lapse mode, or what I call the back-end time-lapse mode. And I'll show you how we got here. So stick with me here and hang on, and we're going to show you what I just did here. Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed what I just did there. Little fun thing, going back in time. I wanted to give y'all a little background on these strawberries. As I take these and put them in here, work them into the dirt where I want them, I'm going to tell you the story about how I got them. It's important. Let me clean this off. Just move some stuff out of the way here. Now, let's see, we're going to leave that right there, just like it is. That's perfect. It ain't perfect, that's what makes it perfect. Nothing in nature is going to be perfect except in its overall composition. Anyhow, let's see if I can do two things at once, huh? Okay. When I moved here, it's been about 10 years ago now, there was one of my neighbors that I met, a really great guy. He is a World War II veteran, Mr. Price. I won't get into a whole lot of details about, who he is and everything, but anyhow, Mr. Price was an older feller. and him and his wife been married for a long time. He is a World War II veteran, and just one of the most top-notch people that you could ever hope to meet, especially have as a neighbor. And we became friends, and I was truly lucky with that. He shared with me a few of these strawberry plants that he had growing. These strawberries, his mother got these when he was a very young man, a young boy. He was a boy when his mother got these strawberry plants off of an old abandoned home place in my little hometown here. Now, tell me how old these strawberries are. If he's a World War II veteran, and this was 10 years ago now, and his mother got those off of an old rock wall at an abandoned home place, that tells me that this strawberry variety has been around for at least 150 years. Something like that is what I would say. These little strawberries get about the size of a golf ball at the biggest, and they are just the way that Mother Nature intended for a strawberry to be. Of course, I know that over time we helped Mother Nature out with that, because the first strawberries really were just like the wild strawberries that we have now, and it went through somebody starting to grow them and change them a little bit as they went, and until we've got the strawberries that we've got now today. And but this variety, I would say, is relatively unchanged from those earliest days. It reproduces from seed, and that's a big thing. These strawberries that I've got, I may have already said this before, but I threw them off. Maybe I eat one and leave a little bit on it or something, and or one that was rotten or whatever. You know how it is. And threw that over there in that grow bed, or the area where I'm going to have the grow bed. And they started growing from seed. Now these things, they spread, like all strawberries do, spread from runners. But these were from seed. And so, but one of the points I wanted to get to was that this man had the older, he's got so much of the old value system, and that value system is, reaching out to neighbors and everybody helping each other. He shared with me those strawberries way back then, and ever since then I have grown these, and I've grown so many of these. They do so well. They're very strong, and I've given away thousands. Well, no, not thousands. I would say at least 1,000 strawberry plants since Mr. Price kindly gave me those starts, and those were free. Most of those, or a lot of them, have gone out to my local school to help them raise money for the greenhouse and some of the other science projects and things that they're doing. But most of it went to the greenhouse, and or at least half of it, and that's a wonderful thing. Mr. Price's gift to me went on to help out a school, and then I've also given away so many of these to just ordinary folks. My neighbors, friends, relatives, they're all growing these strawberries. And there's no telling how many strawberries have been made now from those initial, I don't know, probably 10, 12 strawberries that I was given. And these little strawberries have just the best flavor. Sweet, tangy. Some of them will cross your eyes, they're so tangy. And but it's got that good old taste to them. You know, it's not one of these giant apple-sized strawberries that we get that are grown. They've been hybridized and genetically modified. These things are the size of an apple now, and that's okay for some folks. I prefer my food to be more natural. I like for it to reproduce from seed, and to not have all the genetics messed with. Now, I'm not going to preach a whole lot about that. That's just what I like. I like my natural food, and I think that's important. Now, from his initial gift, it has been so much has come from that, and that's something to think about. And if you notice in the earlier time lapse that I just did, I found these things are growing money. Well, of course they don't grow money, but I wanted to give you a reminder of a couple of things. When you're doing this kind of thing, and you're growing your own food, it's giving you a chance to grow your own food, know what's in it whenever you're eating it, because you're the one that did it. You know where it comes from. You know everything about it. And that's important. When you give your kids food, you know what went into it. You know that it was you that took care of it and grew it out. And you know that it's had poison on it, chemicals on it. You know what you've done to take care of it. It's not like going into the grocery store and not knowing what's on your food before you eat it. A lot of that stuff, you just can't see it. And they certainly don't tell you what's on there. Now, I do this. I've got my little small half acre place here, and I can grow my food this way. But certainly we have so many people on the planet that can't be the way that all food is grown. So there's a lot of ways of farming, and some of it has to be farming done in large fields with large commercial practices. There's no way that we can feed everybody at this point from everybody's backyard. That's because not everybody's doing it. But one day, maybe we can start feeding a lot of the population just from our own backyards, and let's hope front yards too. So many people are trying to just have the freedom to grow their own food on their own property, and they're not being allowed to. I think that's a shame. It's your place. You ought to be able to do pretty much what you want with it. Take care of your land, take care of your family. I mean, that's like my hands. That's kind of dirty if you can't grow your own food. So I guess that's enough of that preaching. But you can save yourself some money, and you can be sure that you've got the most healthy food that you can eat if you can grow your own. Not everybody can because of where they live. So to those people that can't, I hope that you get in a situation where you can. Even if you're in a city, you can grow some of your own food, or maybe take community action, make a group effort, and have a community garden formed. There's things that we can all do to grow our own food. But anyhow, this video will be a little bit shorter, and maybe I can get it uploaded a little bit quicker than midnight. But this is one of the things I'm doing today. We'll get these strawberries in here, finish that up. What else? That may be it. If I do anything else, I'll put in a part 2 or a 22 days and a half till spring. I messed up the first one. I didn't count right. Math ain't my strong point. So I counted the wrong way. Yes, this is how we learn. And I hope you enjoyed the little slow motion in there too. That was kind of a reminder that we need to slow down and remember nature. And what I did there was I released the millipedes and roly-polies into here. Now, millipedes and roly-polies typically, they eat rotten vegetation. Centipedes are predators. They're going to run around and eat the stuff that's eating my food. And roly-polies and millipedes typically eat the plant material that's weak. And even though they may eat some of this, hopefully they're only going to be eating the parts that's dead, need to be trimmed away. But anyhow, make room for nature everywhere you can. And I'll let this be it on this 23rd day left till spring. Y'all have a great day, and I truly hope that y'all getting out there, getting ready for spring, and can grow something for yourself. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Okay, I want to do a quick PS. I've got all those strawberries now planted. Got some of these going around my Jerusalem artichoke bed. They're right there on the edge, and I'll be able to catch those and catch the babies when they start springing off babies and transplant them. That's going to be very easy to do right here. Just catch them. But I wanted to come back and say something I meant to earlier. I want to say thank you to Mr. Price for your gift and your example of how we should be as human beings on this earth. Your kind gift and good ways, well, they're still going on today. Mr. Price is no longer with us. He passed away 2 years ago, and it was a very sad moment for an awful lot of people around here. But anyhow, I want to thank you, Mr. Price, and I hope that I can continue on with your gift. Thanks a lot, and y'all, thanks for watching. Y'all have a great day. Let's get ready for spring.